This one-handed chipping drill can help you improve your strike, improve your distance control and get more spin. Let's do it, and let's do it now. Hi everyone, James Robinson here. Guys, first things first, I'd like to warmly welcome you all back to the channel, and that is very relevant today because it's about 1,000,000 degrees, isn't it, Chris? It's that hot. You're on the Diet Coke. How are you?
I don't need a Diet Coke, to be honest. Very good, yourself?
I'm alright, thank you. Can't be bad on a day like today. We are coming to you live, well not live, but on Saturday morning from Waterfront Golf Club, and this is another episode of Short Game Saturdays. So today, Chris, we've got an extra special. It's a bit of fun, but it's also a very, very good drill, isn't it? So talk us through initially what your thoughts are with it.
Yeah, so it's a drill that I use a lot, and it's going to be good for most of you amateurs, if not all, is working on a one-handed chipping drill. So we can do it both right hand only and left hand only. We're going to start, and for you guys, if you're going to start with your right hand only. That's if you're right-handed, given. So right hand only.
Your trail hand, you could say.
Oh yes, your trail hand.
You like that?
Trail hand.
Bit of TPI, that.
Oh, I'll tell you what, on fire today. So we're going to start with your right hand only. And when we're doing this, we're going to make sure that our left arm is holding your right bicep to your chest. So it's encouraging you to keep those arms connected to your chest. From here, we can rotate and let that club release. So you'll start to feel the club head and how that's going to swing. We're going to let that swing naturally, let it release and fall through towards our target. If we don't rotate our body, you'll start to see how, right, my hands are and the club's at the target, but my chest is still pointing to James. So the main focus here is we're matching up that release and my turning body, and that's going to help you, like we've said, get a better strike, control your distance, and hopefully get some more spin. One of the huge things I like about the right-handed chipping drill is you kind of feel the weight of the wedge a little bit more, the weight of the club. That helps you release the club, it helps you utilise the bounce on the club. Yep.
Generally you're going to present more loft to the ball as well, which is exactly what we want in this scenario.
Exactly.
Also you can do this with the left hand, so the left hand, again, we're going to hold that bicep with the other hand just to keep a bit of a connection with the body. And as you turn through, this is going to make sure you rotate your body. It's imperative you do so, otherwise you're going to lose that connection with the club head and the ball could go anywhere, Chris, as we've seen before with my short game.
We certainly have.
Before the lessons, obviously. So guys, what we're going to do, we're going to talk you through the left-handed chip, we're going to talk you through the right-handed chip, and we're going to have a little bit of a competition, because it wouldn't be a Short Game Saturdays video without some healthy competition. I'm going to win this time as well.
I doubt it.
I was hoping you might.
Oh, he's going to win.
I'm going to win this time as well. We'll cut that out. Chris, so you're going to start. Are you going to go right-handed first? We'll have 3 shots right-handed, 3 shots left-handed, and then also I want to take us to some kind of more difficult locations that potentially you might need to learn to play, really.
Perfect. So I've gone with a mid-wedge, so I've gone for my 54 degree.
Yep.
Now it's got 12 degrees of bounce. But
otherwise known as a sand wedge.
Also known as a sandwich. So also, we don't want to go too little loft, so we don't want to go straight to a pitching wedge and try this. Let's get something with a little bit of loft. It's encouraging you to release that, get it going up into the air, get it with a little bit more spin.
Could I use lob wedge?
No.
Okay.
Never, ever again. So we'll go to the flag. So again, arms on here, my stance is normal. And from here, turn back, turn through.
And actually you'll hear there in the strike, that wasn't your best strike, but because you're utilising the bounce and releasing the club, you've kind of got away with it, haven't you, which is exactly what we're after.
Exactly, so a little bit of a drop kick. I've hit the ground before, but because now I'm presenting the bounce, that still hit it, it's still gone up into the air, so if there was a bunker here, he's still got over. He's gone to around about 10 feet, not my best, but we'd take that.
Damien
Dove.
Right, Chris, 2 more on this fairly simple location.
So, try not to hit the ground before, a little bit more weight left.
Oh, beautiful. And you'll be amazed actually, people at home, how you can generate spin with this one-handed swing because of the quality of the strike that you get. That one sat down quite nicely for you.
Yep.
A lot of people may think you need more speed to get the spin, but really the strike is the key there.
No, that's it. So the strike, and again, what loft we're presenting is going to get that ball to grip and spin. It's not necessarily, if I put more speed in it, it'll get more spin. Not always the case. That's probably why you see when you start to use your 60 and 58, you get no spin and think, well, I've hit it a lot harder. It's not always the case with spin. Right, last one. Should have my eye in by now.
Oh, thing of beauty, that one. Oh, aggressive.
It's chased on.
Right guys, so now it's my turn for the one-handed only right hand challenge. What kind of lie would you say, Chris, if you're practicing this? Would you just let it fall?
Yeah, let it fall. So start with probably giving yourself a reasonable lie, and then we'd go into just having some random chips, what we might get on the golf course.
And I can feel a massive difference there, because I started off, we had a bit of a warm-up before the programme, I was going to say, but before the video, and I just kind of let the left hand dangle, and actually you do lose a bit of connection. Massive difference just by holding onto that bicep and then letting the club kind of release through and rotate. Great strike, just a bit much maybe. And interestingly, I'm starting to notice that I am getting these out the middle of the club a lot more, which for me is a lovely feeling. That's got to be good.
Nice far, that's the closest so far.
And you see here how I'm starting to get, because we all know that my strike generally would be toey, wouldn't it? And I've been known, I'm not going to lie, to kind of miss the grooves on this part of the wedge, but this is bringing it closer into the middle, which is obviously going to be a lot more beneficial. Right, shall I give myself just a random lie now, Chris?
Yeah, let it roll. Oof, slope, delightful.
You happy with that?
Yep.
That's why I'm not a footballer. This is actually more difficult now, because I have to concentrate on the slope and the weight as well.
So this is it. So we want to do these on random lies as well, just to test it, test your skills. So good, popped up nicely.
I'm going to take that. So I think that's a 1-up to me, Chris, on that one.
I believe so.
So we'll finish the video there. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for coming. It's been emotional.
Right, Chris, so this is the winner, probably a couple of feet, so you don't almost give yourself that. Yep. Then we've got a couple that were a little bit aggressive. Yep. Not bad with one hand.
Not bad with one hand. Again, it's a 20-yard shot, so tour average is around about 5 feet. So realistically, yours is inside tour average, mine are just outside, some of the others are just outside. But good efforts from there. Again, we're hitting it one-handed. It's not easy to start with. We've not been doing it all day. Yeah,
and actually, I'm sure I do remember a guy who played on tour and chipped one-handed because he found it a lot easier. Do you remember his name?
No, but I do remember.
There was someone, wasn't there? And he played to a very, very, very elite level. So I'm not saying do that, but it just goes to show how important and progressive drill this can be. I like that, progressive.
Progressive.
Yeah. Right guys, so now we're going to go left-handed, and left-hand, as you can see, isn't my kind of forte. I am very much right-handed, but we still need to learn how to kind of release the club and use the body with the left hand also. So Chris, am I right in thinking that as I rotate through, that club face wants to kind of match my spine angle on the way past?
Yep, so it wants to finish out in front of you, and again letting that club head release will help with those centered strikes.
Not the best. What happened there?
So we can see there, James will probably slow this down now just for a bit of great viewing. He didn't release the club head, so it's a motion that we see with James sometimes. He gets the handle leading, so he's still hitting down through the motion, which then catches it a little bit thin.
A little bit.
So better there. Release the club head a little bit better, came out a little bit higher, and it's gone to around about 7 feet.
Yeah.
So not too bad.
So I'm really going to try and feel as that club face rotates now.
There we go.
Miles back. Good, really good. And actually we can see the strikes on here. If you want to zoom in on that, that last strike was quite centred, which
yes,
quite happy with that for a change. And that does just go to show that although you may feel like you're making a little bit of a fool of yourself initially, obviously this is a very difficult golf drill, but it is worthwhile doing, it is worthwhile practicing and working hard on, because it's not just a trick shot, is it? It's something that is going to help you with your game.
Yeah, that's it. So it's about giving yourself feedback. So like anything with putting, we use a line on the ball sometimes to give ourselves feedback. With this, I can hold my finish position and start to break down why I might have thinned a shot, why I might have fatted a shot. So then next time, hopefully we can correct that, and with practice, get a lot more consistent.
And you can see that mine have consistently got a little bit better each time. We've got a terrible one, a not bad one, then a very good one.
Right, first up. Not bad, so just ran outside of yours. Good one to start with. Again, not a perfect strike. I did hit the ground slightly before, but because we're using that bounce, it's been able to fly onto the green and roll out and give myself a good putt.
So Chris, for the people watching at home, and I have asked you this question in an awkward time to try and put you off your rhythm a little bit for the competition, who would you say should be practicing right hand, who should be practicing left hand? Should you all be practicing both?
Practice both. I'd start with right hand because it is a little bit easier, but it's for those guys who we see a lot of amateurs where they will get ball back and here dig straight into the ground, the ball bullet straight across the green.
We've all been there.
We have. So
sorry for the camera work there. I've just walked into that and that really yeah, that wasn't nice that, but anyway, we'll carry on.
Could be out for the season. So obviously we want to see that ball just in front of centre, shaft nice and neutral, not hands forwards, and then we can allow that to release from there.
Tricky downhill slope that one, isn't it? Caught me out that one as well. Two decent shots though.
Very consistent, but not as good as yours, hopefully.
This is the one.
Oh, it's all she wrote. Didn't miss that one. Oh, for the fans, for glory.
Does that mean we have to have a playoff?
Yes.
Over the bunker?
Oh, I like it.
Right guys, so I'm going to stand up here for Chris's shot and we're going to show you the full visuals of the shot going into that flag there. Chris, are you going to choose or do we get to choose each other's hand?
Well, if we choose, we're both going to end up with the same, aren't we?
So, what do you think?
I say you just pick your own. I'm going to go left hand only.
Any reason?
It's harder and I need the practice.
Oh, I like that. Wow. No, that's perfect. It's like a foot short.
Ah, when you've got it, you've got it.
Wow. I've got a feeling you've been playing with me on those first 2 rounds.
Well, got to keep the fans interested.
And then a bit of a spinner for the last one. Well.
Any good?
This is yeah.
What a player.
This is probably a good time to go and check out Chris's Short Game channel.
Short Game Wizard, some would say.
We'll get this over with quick, I think, Christopher.
There we go.
I'm going to go right hand.
Shock.
Or, oh, you know what, I'll go left then.
Oh! Peer pressured him into it. Oh. Oh! It'd be close first off the bat. It could be a winner straight off. Ooh, bit of a Damien. Right, let's release. Oh, delightful. Very good.
And you see, Chris, the real reason why I hit that shot into the bunker was, to be honest, the guys need to hit those comments below if they'd like to see this drill again in another video out of the bunker, and we'll let you do it.
Good demonstration though. Yep, so comment below if you want to see the out of the bunkers. We can have another competition.
Here. Have I won that?
I don't know, let's go and assess. I think we should have gone with my game where we said averages.
No. I've won one. I haven't thrown a hat properly. Guys, I'm going to put that hat back on because I've got a COVID haircut. So guys, that was another episode of Short Game Saturdays. Thank you so much for joining us. Really hope you've enjoyed that. Chris is just off licking his wounds because he's lost on the channel for... I hope, Chris, you're alright, mate?
No.
Just saying, it's been another episode of Short Game Saturdays.
In my own eyes, I won on the averages.
But that's not what we said.
But that's what I'm taking from it.
Guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you do hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Leave us a like if you did enjoy that. Make sure you check out Chris's channel.
Yep.
It's growing rapidly.
Yep, nearly at 6,000 now, so thanks everyone who's come on over.
And if you haven't gone over, come on over. There's a song there, isn't there? Come on over.
I don't know that one.
Too much time with tubes then. Guys, thank you so much, and as always, I'll see you tomorrow.
And I'll see you next Saturday.
I'll see you next Saturday.